I don't know any immigration attorney who is happy right now. We are all basically fighting what feels like a constant change in law and policy.
Immigration lawyers in Ohio calling today's detainment and deportation process a crisis. And they admit a tactic they're now using to fight it is becoming a burden to the federal court system. Lisa Rondela joining us live here, breaking everything down tonight. Lisa?
Jessica, here is the data I pulled from the Department of Homeland Security this week. Since October, federal agents detained nearly 170,000 immigrants and removed 162,000 from the country. Of those already removed, nearly half did not have a criminal record. And of those arrested, 7,000 have received a bond, which allows them out of custody while fighting deportation. And that is less than 5%. 2 months to the week.
We got a good team out here today.
That's when ICE posted this video listing Columbus, even though palm trees, which are not native to Ohio, are seen in the footage.
Homeland Security Task Force with some DEA guys, IRS guys.
And 22-year-old Arturo Brito was arrested at his routine ICE check-in in Westerville during Operation Buckeye.
Arturo Brito,
an inmate at the Butler County Jail, Ohio.
I spoke with Arturo by phone in December, days after his arrest. The asylum seeker with no criminal record has a credible fear of returning to Venezuela and remains behind bars today. However, his paperwork shows he admitted to working on his tourism visa on a prior visit here, and U.S. agents said that made his visa invalid when he returned to America 2 years ago. He was provided a bond then and instructed to check in regularly. And up until his arrest, that's what Arturo said he did.
what I do for be arrested, like what is my crime or something like that. And he told me, no, you enter illegal to this country.
To fight off a Venezuela return, his family had started a GoFundMe page to pay for more than $10,000 in legal fees, as they're now taking their case from immigration court to federal court.
They can petition to a judge to have the person who's detaining them explain why they're being detained.
The federal petition is called habeas corpus, and immigration lawyer David Dawson from the Simakovsky Law firm tells me these petitions are being used significantly to fight the high volume of detainments and deportations.
I believe the federal courts are expending more resources on these, which of course takes away their time and attention from other appeals.
Dawson nor anyone from the Simakovsky Law firm is representing Arturo or his family. However, some of their own clients have received bonds in their own habeas corpus cases.
There's a lot of things that are happening right now at the court that leads me to believe that these aren't fair proceedings anymore.
Managing attorney at Simakovsky Law, Rachel Zupan, says the immigration court system, including its judges, falls under the Department of Justice. And federal agents who have made the 155,000 immigration arrests since October are working under quotas.
But we have talked to people that we know who work for ICE who have said that they have quotas.
And are they telling you this because they're concerned?
Yes.
Last month, a federal judge in Texas addressed the government's deportation quotas when releasing a 5-year-old boy and his dad who were taken into custody in Minnesota. Last week,
we have the safest border in the history of our country.
President Donald Trump says these efforts are working.
We've gotten a lot of them out. We now have the best records in the history of our country on crime.
Other federal judges are addressing the surge in habeas corpus petitions. The Associated Press reports a federal judge in Georgia who was appointed by President George W. Bush called it an administrative judicial emergency. More than 400 petitions were filed last month in the federal court in Minnesota, and the Southern District of New York indicates that district has also been flooded with petitions.
This is not cheap.
Right.
Dawson tells me the continued filings, detention, and attorney's fees can climb to the high tens of thousands of dollars, as even appellate applications have increased from $100 to $1,000.
How many who are being detained actually have money to fight?
It's a mixed bag. I would say people who have been in the United States for longer, they do tend to have the money to fight.
Arturo's fight is now 9 weeks and counting.
It's like I'm not a criminal. I'm not one to stay in the jail.
With his ICE holder still in place at the Butler County Jail.
If you try to fight, what really are your odds for success?
I think they've been pretty slim.
I have reached out to the offices of both U.S. Senators from Ohio, Bernie Moreno and John Husted. I asked for their stance on this so-called administrative judicial crisis and potential federal court backlogs. I've yet to hear back from either office. On your side, I'm investigator Lisa Rontola.
Thanks for watching the ABC6 News YouTube channel.
Bringing you breaking news, stories, sports, and original content throughout Central Ohio.
Make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out.
ABC6 News is on your side.